Hey, first of all, Fonzito, there go the camera. Tell me something now. What is exactly is this?
Okay, basically.
There go the camera over there, dog.
All right, camera over there. Basically, it's a what's called a vocoder, and for y'all cats that love T-Pain out there, don't get this twisted with all that. This totally different process. It's a keyboard ran through, actually a guitar pedal.
Oh yeah?
That they say it never work with a keyboard.
Hold on, let me get that for you so everybody can see what you're talking about.
Here we go. It's ran through this guitar pedal. They said it never worked with a keyboard.
Okay.
Guys at a music store said it never worked because it was a guitar pedal, but me and my boy too and Corey Ivy, we kind of figured it out. So we're using what's called a Digitech Talker, and I ain't ashamed to let people know what's up. You know, it's Digitech Talker, and it's an old DX27, Yamaha DX27 keyboard. A lot of guys use the smaller ones. We use the smaller ones sometimes, the DX100, but it's a bigger key for me because I got bigger hands. And this is a little setup. I got a little microphone that's hooked up to it, and I talk. You can either talk or sing, but you're playing your voice on the keys. Your voice is mixed with the sound from the keyboard. So it's taking like the diction from my voice and meshing it with the sounds on the keyboard to form. One, yes sir, yeah. Something like that. So
now, what's the difference between a vocoder and a talk box? Or are they similar?
They're similar. You can use pretty much the same setup. The keyboard. A lot of guys use the DX or Yamaha series keyboards. You can use pretty much whatever keyboard that you can edit a sound in. Talk box, you use a tube. And what happens is the tube is connected to a horn driver. So you got the sound from the keyboard that goes to your mouth. And the sound's coming out the tube into your mouth. And you're shaping, you're not talking, you're shaping your mouth around the tube to create the words. And the sound from the keyboard is actually giving you the words. It's the voice of the instrument. So with this setup here, I'm using my voice and the keyboard. With the talk box, which is the tube, you're just using the sound from the keyboard. That's why they always call it the golden throat. So it's basically that setup.
Hey, as y'all can see, Alfonso, or Fonzito as he's affectionately around here, he a little nervous.
Yeah, it's not always in front of the camera, but it's cool.
Yeah. All right, give us a little demonstration on something, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, y'all, I'm in the basement with my boy J. Ross in the house. Yes, he is.
Oh, that's going to be on my radio show, that baby boy. Shoot. So are your keypads, when you press them, they in real time with your voice?
Yeah, they're in real time, but the secret is, and Two always say this, Two King, shouts out to him, you got to kind of speak or play a half second before you speak, because the way the instrument is set up, like I'll give you an example, like you gotta play a half second, because if you don't, you can speak before this and your diction won't be right. So it just sounds like wah, like Charlie Brown. So to make things sound accurate, you have to speak and over-pronunciate your words. And this ain't the best mic. It's not a mic that I would use for recording, but it's cool for like stuff like this. You can understand what I'm saying, but you know.
I heard that. Learn something new every day.
Yeah.
So now, for up and coming, aspiring vocoderists, what would you say like is one of the inside trade secrets that they must know in order to, you know, just begin a journey on mastering this thing?
Well, basically, you just can't. It ain't. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and make it look like it's like super the hardest thing in the world to do. If you can play keyboards, it'll come a little easier to you. But the thing is, don't think that you can just pick it up and master it. You got to really practice A-E-I-O-U, saying your vowels, and just kind of master your voice meshed with the instrument to kind of get a good feel of it, and learn about editing sounds, because you can use any keyboard that you can edit a sound in. And when I say edit a sound, of course you can't use a string with this vocoder, because it's not a good sound. You need something harsh, and I'll let you hear the sound. So this is a sound that I use. It's like a sine wave, sawtooth wave. I'm sorry. So you got to learn wave files and wave forms rather. You go and you can Google that and learn that. Just kind of get to a real harsh sounding sound, and then it'll sound. You can turn that sound into 1 2 1 2 1 2, something that sounds real nice.
So like, what sound? Okay, what sounds would you not recommend?
You don't want nothing that sustains. You don't want anything like you hit it and it's sustained, the notes sustains. You want something that's sharp, like I say, like a sawtooth wave or a brass sound. Something that when you hit it, it has a little bite to it. It just, when you hit the keyboard, it bites.
Hey, I tell you what, give us a demonstration. Can you change the setting? You got congas or something on there? Something?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Give us an example.
Okay, like I said, this is a sound that I made up, but here's.
What, you got your own wave files or something?
Well, it's like a sound that I edited in here. Okay, this is like, I'll let you hear the sound before. It's an old keyboard, so it's like electric piano. So I'm gonna play the vocoder through it. Check 1 2 3 4. It sounds pretty cool, but you can't really tell what I'm saying because of the diction, because of the. Let me see if I can find another.
Hold on, go back to the old sound. Now,
1 2.
Sing something else. Sing something so we can hear it. See if we can pick it up.
I love you. I love you. I love you, Lord. Today, this is my original song.
Oh no.